Hello again and welcome to the Inverawe kitchen and springtime, where Ferdie has brilliantly been and picked a whole load of fresh nettle heads, which are, you can see, bright green. That stalk is full of iron and the flavour of spring, and when you wilt them down and cook them up, you lose their sting. And Ferdie, we wore his gloves so he didn't get stung, but we're going to try something very different, which I've never done before. And I thought we'd just give it a bash because I think that it will taste fantastic. And we're going to make a venison fillet en croûte Wellington with these delicious nettles, some chopped up onion, garlic, salt and pepper. So what we do for starters is, this is quite long, so what we're going to do is we're going to, can you season that, Ferdie, with the salt and pepper? We're going to take the whole fillet and we're going to cut it in half and do two little pastry packs, because I think it's going to be a little bit too long otherwise. So you just want to give it a little bit of salt and pepper, and then we'll stick this in a hot pan, and you want to sear it not for very long. Will you cut that in half, Fred? And then when you've done that, that's it. Stick them in. Hot pan down, upside down.
Upside down.
Yep. That's it. So you put them in a hot pan, try a quick look, and you want to sear these for probably about 30 seconds on either side, and that is just sear the meat, brown the meat, seal the meat, not for very long because the rest of the cooking will be done when it's in the oven. So what we'll do next is we're going to clean these wonderful nettles, get out the grass, any bits of stick, and then we'll wilt them down. It's very boring to watch, so we'll do that with the onions and the garlic. So it's nice and dry, and then we'll move on to the next stage of rolling it out with the thing, and we'll see if it works. It might fall on the floor, might not. You'll be able to help first, and you will help. So we've put our delicious venison, which comes from our friend Cameron Simpson, and it is the best venison in Scotland. We have to remember what we were talking about before with venison. It's the last meat in the United Kingdom that really hasn't been messed around with. And this is proper wild venison. This comes from the hills in the north of Scotland. Not farmed, it's completely wild. It's very lean, it's extremely good for you, very low in cholesterol, and a real special treat. So what we've done is we've sweated down these fantastic nettles that Ferdie's picked. Ferd, will you put a little line? So imagine it's the length of this. So put a line from there to there, like that. A nettle, I mean, this is the first time we've done this, we'll try that. You just get another bit, I might squash them down with a knife. So you want to make a base for the venison to sit on. And because nettles are quite fibrous, I'm hoping that it's all going to sort of, okay, hang on a sec, that might be all right. It's all going to bind together. This is an experiment. Let's put this one on. And you see how the meat is sealed and it's pink in the middle. Right, Ferdie, let's put a bit more on top. So then we're going to wrap it up and put it in the fridge for a bit longer so it firms up, and you wrap it up in the cling film so that it's nice and tight. And then when you put it in the puff pastry, it'll easily sort of roll up. Does that make sense? Stick a bit on there. This is going to be quite good, this little concoction that we're making here. Right, stick a bit there, that'll be enough. Okay, so we're going to make a kind of venison sausage. Venison and this is going to be the tricky bit. Ready? Whoop-la. So I'll just turn this around. Hang on a sec, Fred. There we go. Okay, look at this. So we're going to put this nice and tight, our Venny sausage, and it's going to hold this brilliant shape, but it'll firm up when it's in the fridge. And we'll probably put it in the fridge for about, I don't know, half an hour or something, maybe a bit more. But the great thing is with this is once it's in and it's there, we'll do the other one, we can bring out the pastry, roll that out, put it all back in, egg wash it, it can sit in the fridge for a while, and then we'll cook it for about 20, 25 minutes, probably 20 minutes, and then let it rest, and then we'll eat it up. So we've rolled out this pastry, as you saw in the Fastly movie bit, and I think if you keep it inside its what's it called, cling film, then you can fold this over and make sure it's all going to fit, easy peasy Japanesey. So Ferdie, if you put some egg wash around the edge, around the edge, around the edge, around the edge, that's it, all the way around the edge. And then we can put this inside, and that will act as a sort of glue and hold the Venison Wellington, which has been in the fridge. Okay, I think that'll probably do, Ferd. You take that, and then you can do the outside in a minute. So look, here we go. Put that there. And we can always trim off from the outside that we don't need. And you want to get rid of the air that's inside. Okay, so push it like that. I mean, we're not pro chefs, so a pro chef's going to look at this and go, "What are you playing at?" But this is en croûte. Okay, bit of air in there. You could probably take a nick out the top, but that'll be right. So let's take a bit of these off the edge, and we'll use these for decoration on something else. Ferd, get your egg wash. I'll squeeze it all out. I'm going to put a little holy-poly there. It's like, oh, you saw that leakage. Never mind, perfectly delicious. And we're going to take this around the outside, and then we'll. You give that an egg wash over the top, all around everything. I'm going to get a. So 20 minutes in the oven. A lot of egg wash. An egg wash when you take it out of the oven and you leave it for 10 minutes to sit. And this is what this has been doing, 10 minutes sitting. And so we'll just see what it's like on the inside. Who knows? This is the great thing about opening up a little parcel like this. Hopefully, it's not going to be overcooked. And it's not. That is you cut. I mean, really, come on. That's perfect. And the smell of the nettles and the delicious. Look at that. Quite pleased. So we'll plate that up, serve it up, and have a jolly nice supper. And you should do the same too.